Hello everyone, good evening. This is Sharon from Everything Beautiful. This evening I'm going to do a little lingerie top. So I decided I would take you along. I'm actually using my blouse, a little blouse that I have, to cut this lingerie top. Now you saw me did my first blouse. So if you know what a lingerie looks like, it's something that has a deep front with maybe lace on it, and it might stop at your hip, or in the depending on what length you like it. You'll either make it that way or purchase it like that. So this one is going to be 28 inches, so it's going to be right there on top of my leg, right in that area. And so let's go ahead. I am going to show you how a simple blouse can turn into a lingerie top. I'm actually making a robe. I'm making a pajama bottom, or maybe just a little shorts from it for myself. So or something more like lingerie. But this material that I have leave about 3 yards. So most of it was used on the robe, and then I realized I need a pajama bottom because maybe where I'm going, maybe it's going to be too cold. So, in the morning. So I will go get maybe another yard and a half and make my pajama bottom, and maybe a little, what lingeries are like. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead. I've already marked it. So I've marked the shoulder, which is here. I've marked the neckline, and we spoke about the neckline. I showed you the round neckline, and this is the armhole, and this is the side. And because it's folded on the bias, so if you don't understand that, you can let me know. Sure, I'll show you. So it's folded on the bias, and once it's folded on the bias, it's between the weft and the warp, and it stretches, and that is why it will flare. Okay, so the bottom will flare a little, will be a little bit wider, while the top will be much closer. Okay, so let me cut it, and then we move on to our neckline, which is, to me, is very important because that is what I'm actually teaching you these days. All right, so let me cut it and show you, or maybe I should just cut it and let you watch what I'm doing. So, and for this, it doesn't matter now how wide the neckline is, because I'm not going to be using this neckline any at all. Okay, so it doesn't even matter. I am not going to be using it. Now I use my scissors to cut everything, and because of that, it is so dull. I have to get it sharpened. Okay, and for here, as I said, the blouse fits nicely. So what I'll do, I will just continue to cut it right along there. Okay, so that is it. And another thing is that this is actually called an A-line. Okay, it's going to swing to the bottom, but another thing is that whenever you're cutting an A-line, you always take maybe a half an inch off the side. It's not supposed to be even with the front. Okay, so if you notice, I've gone up a little bit. All right, so let me cut it and let you see. I really have to get my scissors sharpened because I have used the scissors for everything, and it's getting so dull. So there it is. I have my little lingerie top. Okay, so that's what it's looking like. What I'm going to do now is change the top to a brassiere front, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Remember, we spoke about the decollete, or the depth, meaning the neckline, how deep you want it. So I'm going to measure mine from the highest part of my neck, and I think 8 inches will do for me. So here I am at the highest part of my neck. Okay, and maybe that's a little bit too deep for me, but I'm going to come up in a peak because it's going to be a brassiere front. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take my pencil, and don't be afraid, okay, and I'm going to come here. Then I'm going to measure off my bust to bust, which is about maybe 3.5 4 inches, because I'm not big. So I'm just going to mark here. So the bust to bust means your nipple, your breast, your nipple point to nipple points, and that's where you would actually start your dart. Now I'm not putting a dart in this, but it works because it shows where I'm going to start to put in the strap, or where I'm going to have that little peak. Okay, so this is it. So here is my bust to bust, and that is going to determine how, okay, so you see that? So this is the center, which is my chest. Remember we spoke about the center, and you come right there, and the bust to bust, which is 3.5 4 inches here, decide where my strap is going to be. So my strap would come up here, and let me see what this looks like. Sorry about that, my phone couldn't take any more, and it was actually shutting down on me. So let's go again. So I was talking about the brassiere front neckline, and I'll cut it now and let you see. And as I was saying, that I've marked here, so I stay true to my arm. Okay, come here. I have used this mark, which is my bust point to bust point, and that's 3.5 to 4 inches depending on your side, and that um I've marked there. Okay, and that will indicate where my brassiere, where the straps go for my lingerie. Okay, and this line was the depth or the deep collet. You know, I show you how to do that in the videos. You'd put that at the highest part of your neck and down in your chest, wherever you want it. If you want to show a little cleavage, that's up to you, my sweeties. All right, so here we go. Let me cut and let you see. So this is another neckline showing you how you can change from the round neckline. So this is a round neckline, the basic neckline. This is a shoulder, this is the arm, and this is just showing you that it's not difficult. You can change the round neckline, which is the basic standard neckline, into any neckline. Okay, so there it is. There it is. And my strap, let me just cut the strap to show you what the strap will look like. And then you might ask, Miss Peters, what would you do with the back? Because the back doesn't have breasts. No, you would go straight across with the back. All right, so I'll just show you how to do the back. And as I was saying before, that 6 inches, the 6 inches that is taken off here, same amount maybe should be for the back, and 6 and 6 is 12, so that would be the measurement for the length for the strap, and then you would add maybe another 2 inches for allowance. Okay, so this is what the strap would look like. So I would stitch this, and I would cut it on the bias, and I would pipe all around here with it, and then I would make the strap. Okay, so that I will show you. So that is what it's going to look like, my brassiere front lingerie. Okay, let me put this underneath so you'll have it. Okay, so that's where I put my straps. Okay, so you're changing a simple blouse into a string top blouse, or a lingerie in this case.